Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. As always, thank you for taking time out of your day to watch the videos. I really do appreciate it. We have multiple topics we're going to be covering in this video. The first talks about an absolutely mind-blowing Unreal Engine 5 demo that came out of nowhere and shocked everybody because of how impressive it was. It even caught the attention of Hideo Kojima, and it has PlayStation 5 owners hoping that we will see something like this in the not too distant future on the PS5, more specifically a horror game, because that's what this reminded people of. Some people were thinking it reminds them of PT or Silent Hill, something along those lines. So we're going to talk about that. We're also talking about a new PlayStation 5 bundle that's been discovered. We're talking about Ghostwire Tokyo and how the director is not only hoping for DLC, but hoping to make a sequel for it, which is interesting to think about, because if they do make a sequel to this game, we probably won't get it on PlayStation, which is really bizarre. And finally, we're talking about a developer confirming that they are not bringing their AAA game to PS4 or Xbox One. They're actually foregoing last generation consoles in order to make the game the best it can possibly be. So we're going to talk about that as well. Before we dive into these topics, make sure you do me a big favor and hit the like button to help the video out and show it your support. And if you are new here to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button as well. So starting here with this mind-blowing Unreal Engine 5 demo, this is reading from Push Square, where they say Epic Games' outstanding Matrix Awakens tech demo has already given us a taste of what to expect from Unreal Engine 5 on the PS5, but this viral video has pulses racing all over social media. The clip, which is based on a real-life Japanese train station, was uploaded to ArtStation earlier in the week and has been shared thousands of times since. It's worth noting that this isn't actually running in real time. It was rendered at about 7 frames per second and then sped up. While the creator admits it's possible to run it at real time, the image quality may take a hit. However, they admit that further optimization could result in improved performance. Really though, the takeaway here is just how photorealistic everything looks. The video description explains the environment is running in Unreal Engine 5, lit with Lumen. I didn't use Nanite. I worked on all modeling, texturing, lighting, and animation for this video. The only exception is foliage, which is from Quixel Megascans. It really is rather impressive, and with a bunch of Sony teams working with Unreal Engine 5, including the likes of Haven Studios, we're guaranteed to be in for a real treat as the generation matures. And so that's what the article says, and I came across this clip multiple times, and I happened to notice that it caught the attention of both Hideo Kojima and Geoff Keighley. So Geoff Keighley says this was supposedly made with Unreal Engine 5. Video games will just keep getting better. And then Hideo Kojima quote tweeted that with a thumbs up and basically letting everybody know that he's loving what he's seeing here. And then Geoff Keighley seems to tease everybody by saying Team Real? ? And so obviously Geoff Keighley is trying to stir the pot a little bit here once again when it comes to Hideo Kojima Productions, horror games, Unreal Engine 5, Silent Hill, the whole thing. We all know the situation. We're not going to dive into it again. I just wanted to let you guys know about that. But this really did get a lot of people thinking, man, how great would it be if we could get a horror game on PS5 that looks something like this? I mean, as we know, a game is not going to be able to look as good as this clip. It's running at 7 frames per second, but you know, who knows? With the talent across the industry, with, you know, Unreal Engine 5 still being relatively new, and the power and the capability of the PS5 still being new as well. It's not being fully taken advantage of yet or tapped into. You really do got to wonder if by the end of this generation, or maybe not by the end of it, but as we go further into this generation, if we will see a game that looks this good on PS5 or something close to it. And I have to admit, after seeing this clip multiple times, it really did just make me want a horror game, right? A horror game that is in this first-person view like this. Things just look so real. The whole thing was just very creepy, and, you know, it does get me excited at future possibilities. So I wanted to share this with you. This clip, I mean, it's been viewed millions upon millions upon millions of times all across the internet, and so you have to imagine that somebody out there is making something that may look similar to this. So let me know your thoughts about that. Next up, we're talking briefly about a new PlayStation 5 Horizon Forbidden West bundle that is being made available in the UK. Reading from PlayStation Lifestyle, it says a new PS5 bundle appeared today that offered a PlayStation 5 console with Horizon Forbidden West. As can be expected in this day and age, the standard console bundle sold out shortly after it launched on UK retailer Shop2. Although larger bundles are still available, those who live outside of the UK may find it will soon appear at other retailers in other countries. And so, yeah, this bundle is, I think, the first time we're seeing Sony do something like this. I could be mistaken about that, but I don't recall seeing any PS5 bundles for, say, Demon's Souls or Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart or Spider-Man Miles Morales or anything like that. So I think Horizon Forbidden West might be the first time we're seeing this. You can correct me down in the comments below if I'm wrong about that, but you know, as it says here, it's been made available in the UK. It immediately sold out, and there's a good chance that we will see a bundle like this make its way to other regions. And you might want to be paying close attention, because if they are going to be made available, they're going to sell out almost instantly. So yeah, just wanted to keep you guys updated with that. Next up, we're talking briefly about Ghostwire Tokyo and how the director is keen on DLC and a full sequel. And to me, this is interesting because I did play Ghostwire Tokyo. I recently just let you guys know on my community tab here on my channel that I did get the platinum for it. So it says here, reading from PlayStation Universe, Kenji Kimura, the director behind Tango Gameworks' Ghostwire Tokyo, has expressed interest in developing DLC for the spooky adventure game, as well as a full-blown sequel. Speaking to IGN Japan, Kimura-san made it clear that nothing has been set in stone regarding plans for DLC or Ghostwire Tokyo 2, but he's definitely keen on the idea. I think that when things calm down a bit more and when I've cooled down a bit more, I'll have ideas for DLC and sequels, and I'll want to make them. Nothing has been decided yet, so I can't tell you anything more than that. And for those who are wondering, yeah, this is a studio that is now owned by Microsoft. You know, Tango Gameworks is a Bethesda-owned studio, and so we have to imagine that if we do ever get a Ghostwire Tokyo 2, it's not actually going to come to PlayStation. And what makes that just so strange is not the fact that Ghostwire Tokyo is available on PlayStation 5 right now, but the fact that it's exclusive to PlayStation 5. You can't play this game on Xbox currently. It's not available on Game Pass. It will be once the year timed exclusivity deal is up with Tango Gameworks and Sony. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to feel compelled to go to Xbox to play the sequel. I might, because I did enjoy this game enough to platinum it. So, I mean, the more I think about it, it's probably, yeah, if they do make a sequel, I likely will go play that on Xbox or on PC or something. But I just figured I'd let you guys know about this, because it's hard to say if this game is going to get a sequel. I don't think it's sold very well, unfortunately. It seems to already be on sale. It was a $60 game. Personally, I don't think it was worth $60. I think this should have been like a $40 title. But nonetheless, it was a pretty decent game. So at this point, let me know if you played Ghostwire Tokyo. What did you think of it? And would you want to play a sequel? Now, the next topic talks about a development team that made it clear they are canceling their PS4 and Xbox One versions that were in development of their game because they want to get the most out of these current-gen consoles and they want to create the best possible experience. I'm talking about Gotham Knights. Now, I will say they revealed about 15 minutes of new gameplay yesterday, and it seems like it's kind of in the middle based off of how people are reacting to it so far. I think people were expecting this game to be a little bit better than what they're seeing currently. Some of the textures don't look very good. They certainly don't look like current generation game textures or what you would see from a AAA game, and some people think the combat looks kind of rough and kind of clunky. And I have to admit, after watching the gameplay, this isn't a game I'm like overly excited about, and it does look a little bit rough, but I think I'm still going to give it a chance. I'm going to have to see a little bit more leading up to the launch. But one thing that I can say I really appreciate about this game and what the developers are doing is the fact that they are doing a bunch of things right, in my opinion. So the first is announcing that this is a current gen only game. It's only going to be on PS5, Xbox Series consoles, and PC. It was originally in development for PS4 and Xbox One, but it says in an announcement about a new gameplay trailer today, publisher Warner Brothers Interactive included a very short note about the last gen versions of the game no longer being released No specific reasoning was given other than to say that it would, quote, provide players with the best possible gameplay experience, end quote. Now, some other things they're doing right with the game is they're making it clear that there are no microtransactions and there is no online requirement for this game, which I think is very important because there are a lot of people who are going to want to play this game solo. It is 2-player co-op. 4-player co-op apparently isn't going to be a thing. And so this is reading from Push Square, where they say Gotham Knights won't ship with any microtransactions when it launches for PS5 on October 25th, 2022. It also won't have any in-game purchases. You won't need to connect to the internet to play the campaign in single player, and you'll only have to subscribe to PS Plus should you want to head online for some co-op action. This is all great. Like, this is what should be here for these games. We know that this is an area where a lot of developers and publishers, they mess up, and, you know, it's just nice to get that confirmation because there's, you know, obviously a chance they could add microtransactions later, but still, it reminds me of what we're seeing with Hogwarts Legacy, where they're making it clear that, you know, it's a single player game, there's no microtransactions, and even though the quality of a game like Gotham Knights, you know, in terms of gameplay, it does look a little rough and like it needs some refinement and improvement, it is nice to know that they are getting these things right, and it certainly makes the game more appealing in my eyes. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know about this. Let me know down in the comments below if Gotham Knights is a game you're interested in. What did you think of the new gameplay, and what do you think about them canceling the PS4 and Xbox One versions? Let me know your thoughts. That's going to do it for the video. Again, I hope you did enjoy it or find it informative. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share the video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.